All right, guys. The Nasdaq was pretty friendly today. I think the Russell paid happily today. I took a couple trades that I thought were at least in a position to go, man, at least a few points, give me a few $100s. All right, this is how it happened.
I couldn't believe I caught this trade here, and I went short. Well, I could believe it, right? I went short right about here, and it was a little late entry. I took one earlier, but my stop was tight, and I missed 150, and then I caught back in the re-entry, and it just kept going, which just a good thing, right? The market is coming down, so I am going with the trend. I got the 200, got the 20, and it's just dropping pretty much like it started early in the morning. I couldn't trade while recording at the time. So I'm just going back and showing you guys what I did. Now, it's a pretty easy trade, I thought. Got a couple of big red bars here, went short, two contracts, and first take profit was about midway, and we went ahead and collected down here, put me up 1365. It was a good trade. And I took another trade and went down maybe 110, 150. But here I got in on the Russell. And what I did here, got the 200 to 20, made me consider going long, and saw this nice big green candle and closed above the 200. And I decided to go long with the trend, and it just kept going and kept going. So shout out to Mr. Russell for doing this thing or this trade. All right. So that was a pretty good jump. Now we got the NASDAQ looking like it wants to pump. I went ahead, jumped in with the anticipation that it's going to keep going up at least to the 200. I mean, the 20, which is the red line. And it did just that. And now I'm up 1320. Right. I know this is really fast forwarded, but somebody wants to see the market in slow mo for real. So yeah, and that was a counter trend in a way because I'm going against the resistance right here to 20. But with this, first of all, it's on support, right? And now we're taking out like a couple of big red candles. So that gives me a good reason to think that we can at least jump up a little bit more. And that it did. It kept going. So whoever didn't really catch this downplay off of the 20, if you were looking for support down here, which this line, this purple dotted line, is the previous high. Well, I'm not sorry, but the previous low from yesterday. And it bounced. It bounced, right? Obviously, I didn't stay in. I could have stayed in, but I didn't. I got in, I got out, which is the motto for me. There's no point in staying on the computer and keep looking at it. And look what the Russell did too, right? Remember, I got into that Russell trade and it just kept going, right? Came up to this resistance area, which is the current high, and just beautiful. All right. So if anybody took these trades, good for you. All right. It's Fed by Trade, guys. Peace out.
All right, this is a quote from your personal trader. All right, so a bad trade doesn't define you as a bad trader. All right, so the key to that is consistently just performing good habits, right? Taking trades at level of support and resistance, or try to, but practice that. All right, consistency is key. Work on it. Fair by trade.